A recent errata turned all cephalid creatures, including all the new cephalids, into octopi, which means that Kamiz, one of my favorite Esper commanders, is now a sea monster, so I've decided to go all out with a full-on Kamiz Sea Monster deck. To start off, I want to get some low-to-the-ground creatures that are either hard to block or unblockable. I decided to go with Changing Outcast, Cephalid Face Taker, and Likeness Looter, all of which are either already octopi or can turn into an octopus at some point in the game. Likeness Looter also lets us draw a card and discard a card, which will be very handy later on. Hopefully early on we can cast Ula's Temple. This will allow us to start dumping sea creatures onto the battlefield for free. Next, we're going to get some mid-game support pieces. My cards of choice were Thrix, to reduce the cost of all my big sea creatures, Marlowe, to hopefully get some big creatures for free, and Archpriest of Shadows, which when paired with Kamiz is either a guaranteed reanimate or possibly 2 reanimates, all for 1 attack. Not to mention it has the backup ability to give another creature the reanimation effect. Reanimation is how we're going to get most of our sea creatures onto the board, including Hullbreaker Horror, which allows us to bounce a creature whenever we cast a spell. Along with that, we're also going to get Spawning Kraken, which gives us 9/9 Kraken tokens whenever we deal combat damage with a sea monster. And alongside those two, we also have Benthic Anomaly, which lets us combine 3 of our opponent's best creatures into 1 big creature. It may not be a sea creature, but it will get the job done. We also have Rhino Stromkirk, which turns into Krothis Lord of the Deep, copying our sea creatures twice. That's pretty big value. As for some support pieces, we have Wonder and Archetype of Imagination, 2 things that will let us swing in uncontested. We also have Kozilek's Unsealing, which gives us 2 Eldrazi spawn whenever we cast a creature spell of mana value 4, 5, or 6, and lets us draw 3 cards whenever we cast a spell of mana value 7 or greater. And last but not least, we also have Key to the Vault. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to an opponent, we get to look at that many cards at the top of our library and cast one of them for free. This can very easily get one of our big creatures out very early. If you're interested in the full deck list, I have it on my Mox field, so go check it out. Also, on a related note, they should just make Sea Monsters its own keyword like they did with Mercenaries. That would cut down on a little bit of the text.